Activate. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rich Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
I heard that. And we're live.
Hello and good evening and welcome to the Pelon and Chubby Show. We are here as we are every Tuesday, 6:30-ish.
7.
And we are ready to roll. Thank you for tuning in there on Facebook and watching all the madness leading up to this. But this is the taping of episode number 38. Pelon and Chubby, I'm Rick Salas.
I'm Guy Murray. I'm Jay Feverman.
And I'm Mark the Blind Guy.
Mark the Blind Guy's back with us after a brief hiatus last week. Apparently he was cleaning the toilet bowl and barely fell into that thing.
That wasn't a toilet bowl.
Smelled a little like
That's
shit.
what she said.
Didn't make it to the show.
Shaving.
But as always, the faithful are here.
Hey-o.
Jay Feverman, the Holy Roller, is here. What would Jay do in a situation like this? Is what we always ask ourselves. And Guy Murray, recently ejected from the San Diego Idol, Oceanside Idol.
You were robbed, man. Because he did not have Jay Feverman there to sing for him.
I was doing Freebird.
Oh, no.
What?
That song is the kiss of death. There are a
He's
few
all
songs
out
that
of
If you mess
that
up
you
on
don't
Freebird,
do.
what did you try to do? The guitar solo?
The
See, you fucked up.
karaoke version of Freebird, man.
Yeah.
That was.
Well, your selection, you got
Your air
you gotta
guitar
do
messed it
38
up,
special.
probably. I guarantee you it's the air guitar.
No.
So,
Saturday Night Special.
as we were,
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
as we were talking about earlier, we were talking about what happened around our week there, and I just was telling everybody today is Mom's birthday. Happy, however old you are, Mom. Have a wonderful one. And my sister, congratulations. Her and Scott got married yesterday, and I believe they're listening to the show. Welcome to the show. I think it might be one of their first times. No, my sister's actually listened a couple times. But that's my week. Mark, the Blind Guy, what's going on? Last week, before you missed your week, you were getting laid on a regular basis. Things were looking up in your world.
It was a long week, huh?
So
right?
What was his name?
But, dude, I had my birthday the
What was
weekend
the lucky
prior to
guy's
that.
name?
You had a birthday?
Yeah, my birthday
Yeah,
was
birthday
May
was-
12th.
Dang.
So that was a minute ago, but no. It was a good birthday.
He
Just
called
hung
me. He
out
started at like 10 a.m.
Exactly.
Rick, it's my birthday. Wish me happy birthday.
Yeah, right. No.
Actually, I called him. and
You
was
called him?
Exactly. Yeah, he called me.
That's mighty white of you, Rick.
Exactly. He called me. That was the impressive part. No,
Why is that surprising?
no, just
About tears to your eye.
exactly. No, I had a breakfast, hung out. It was great. Went to Belgian Beaver, drank beer, had their tavern burger. And,
Did you happen to make it in during their
scraped
window?
up
Did you
Yeah.
say you had beaver?
Yes.
The Beaver burger.
Nice.
Hey, the Belgian Beaver, he got lucky and got slipped into the 2 hours that they're open daily. That's great.
Yeah, right.
You know what? I'm not gonna say.
Go ahead.
Say it, motherfucker. You let the cat out the
filtered
bag.
this
Nah, I don't
What
want
was that?
Yeah,
I've never seen that. That's
because we might actually
He
do.
filtered himself. He's like,
We might actually do some stuff
Good
with
for
the Belgian,
you.
Belgian
attaboy.
Beaver at some
He's
day.
grown up.
He growing up. They grow up so fast.
So I don't wanna-
He getting a big.
I don't wanna
big
shit
boy
on him.
now.
Big boy now.
Yeah.
He put on his
Yeah.
boy
It
pants.
was good.
Yeah, we'll leave it
Right
alone.
on, man.
Oh, so and also what's another? And you had the birthday and
Yeah.
what else?
Bike rides and
Bike rides. Oh, he's got a page.
Did you get some birthday weed?
Yeah.
Have you seen his page? Raising money.
gets weed every day.
raising
That's-
kids.
That's not a birthday
He's got a new
occasion. So he's got a ride
Cycling
raising money
for
for the
sight.
blind folks.
Yeah, we're cycling for sight, our 2018 edition. So
It's not
every
GoFundMe,
year-
but it's something else.
Every year we get together as a club and
Crowdfund.
we crowdfund for the San Diego Center for the Blind.
Oh, cool.
The San Diego Center for the Blind is the blind center. Runs on private donations. You know, this is a school that helps people in transitioning with blind that are going blind, and being able to go
That's
into
a
the
good
new
thing.
world of the thing. We need this.
Yeah.
You know, there's estimated going to be a couple thousand blind people going to be newly at the end of this year just due to diabetes, old age, and, you know, accidents and diseases. So they need these centers to be able to go to and know how to transition and get
And
into
you don't
the
want to be the
world.
guy that they're all following you
And,
around.
I mean, they don't pay me enough for that, or they would. So,
exactly.
You know.
Although you do help me with my driving, and I appreciate that.
Exactly.
He knows exactly. He goes, turn left here. I'm like, he's right.
But is there any prejudice on the people that are newly blind or becoming blind on how they became blind?
No.
No? Because, I mean...
Everybody there's all kinds of different diseases besides my accident. There's
a slight addiction.
Retinitis pigmentosa, genetic diabetes.
So there's no prejudice.
No, people, exactly. People... I mean, at
this point,
the end of the day, you're blind, so...
Right, just blind.
I mean, but there's low vision,
color
too.
blindness and the blindness. Just...
Well, no, there's low vision, legal blind, and then blind.
I think he's talking about, that old story your dad said, leave that thing alone or you'll go blind. So that's, I think, what Guy's referring to.
in front of a TV?
Yeah, that. Leave it alone or you'll go blind.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good save,
No, I was cleaning it in the shower and it went off, all right? No, hey, you got to get that right.
So there's him and the eyes that work on the bike are trying to raise $1,000 for the blind.
Okay. No, we as a club raise about $35,000.
Right, but you guys are trying to raise $1,000 on your page thing.
Exactly.
So I made my donation already. I don't know if you saw that, Mark, but
I did.
You didn't see it.
And it actually came from the Pelon and Chubby show.
Nice.
Tax write-off.
Yeah, of course. That's the only way I'm going to do it.
I'd like to say that Mrs. Feverman says hi and hello to Pelon and Chubby and Mark, and she's also saying, "You didn't let me know that you got there, Mister."
Oh,
saying, yes, I'm here. Just watch the show, dear. Yes. I'm here. I didn't know she. So I know she's not watching.
Ain't got a thing if you ain't got no ring.
So everybody, go on. Where can they see that, Mark?
Put that on the show.
Oh, we can. Yeah, so I'm trying to tell them.
Put that on the show.
What is
and
the
then
website?
If you want, I can put the website up there too.
He can do it for you, Mark. He's right there asking.
BSC.org.
There you go. Put it on. Look at the microphone.
BSC.org or
BS.
Well, you can check it out right there on the Pelon and Chubby show.
I just got a couple people I want to say what's up to.
What's
Cynthia Hernandez, Reggie Rodriguez, my sister Catherine Levinson. That's weird to say now.
Yeah.
Levinson. Congratulations
Adriana
on
Varela, tuning in from Mexico.
Mexico.
My cousin from Costa Rica. She moved to Mexico.
That's awesome. Hello.
Danny Becker.
What's up?
Gabe from Northern California. Tracy.
What's up, Northern California?
Ryan Okamura from high school. Redondo High School.
Apparently, Crystal Gale's doing the halftime show for the Warriors. I didn't even know she was a fan.
Michael Devindo.
Guess
What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is the Pelon and Chubby Show every Tuesday. We are just getting going here, getting rolling. We had a couple little hiccups early, but nothing major. So we're rolling. Mark was just telling us about his week. Jay, the Holy Roller, how was your week?
I had a good week. I did. I had a really good week. I got a little alone time with Miss Feverman and stuff and all that. And I also got to meet a gentleman who at my night gig, he goes, is there any other place? Because we were closing down. We never closed, but we had to close down. He goes, is there any place else I can go, man? Like up the street, is there another one of your joints? And I said, actually, no, because I could see the guy was trouble. And then he says to me and the woman who just left the establishment, he says this. He goes, God, I sure love your guys' restaurants because I can just go in, eat as much as I want, and then dine and ditch. And I said, and then he goes, you sure you don't know? And I got manager right on this. And I go, no, I absolutely don't know. And I'm actually going right next, seriously, like 2 minutes away to the next store. So I said, I take a picture of the guy. I go, see this guy? He looks just like, he looks kind of like Mark. I said, do not. Yeah, he totally looked almost like Mark, man, very much. So if Mark or any guy like that, I said, don't serve him. Just don't even serve him, man.
Sound a little hot. Don't we always say? Don't we always say that we appreciate honesty?
I did appreciate that. Well, then last thing he said,
Mark.
I start walking away from him, and then he goes, but he keeps talking, so I'm being polite. And he's just yammering on because he's speeding like crazy. He's spun, and then finally I just looking at him, and he goes, "Oh, dude, just go, man." He goes, "I can't stop talking. I can't help it. I can't help it. Just go, man. Just go. Save yourself. I said, okay, thank you. I will.
Yeah, that's a true test.
So that was my week.
Oh.
And then my Warriors are kicking booty, and they're looking to seal it up in a couple more games here. And we got my comic.
What is the halftime score?
Titus Jones is playing for the Rockets right now.
Let's not give him any plugs. Is he any good?
The game's tight. It's really close at the moment.
Is this
Crystal Gale doing the halftime show?
Is this Riverside comic even funny? We're giving him plugs. Is he good?
Titus Jones is all right, man.
Titus Jones is all right.
Yeah, he's all right, man. He's a character. He is a character.
You're a character.
How dare you say that about me, sir?
You don't know me
those are some bike riding words, dude. You better watch it.
Some bike riding words.
I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to take it where I can smoke weed or whatever you do.
Don't forget to bring it down.
Nice. Good stuff.
Hey, good save, man.
Hey, there's a lot of pissed off Mexicans out there.
Well, yeah. Why is that?
Well,
I got 2 words for you. Get over it.
Trump.
My wife's one of them.
Trump has been pissing off a few, but we had the wiping your ass with the lettuce for a couple of weeks there. You couldn't eat the lettuce. What was it? What kind of lettuce was it?
Oh, it had the E. coli.
Yeah, but what was the lettuce? It was a specific type.
It was
of
romaine.
It was
romaine.
Chipotle lettuce.
So you weren't supposed to be. So now you can eat the romaine again, but you can't eat the eggs. The eggs, apparently 207 million eggs. How do they know exactly how many eggs?
They know.
From where?
All right. Well, 207 million eggs in 9 states recalled over salmonella. So,
I just got eggs today.
You must have. Did you read that on that new thing, the internet?
the intranet?
Isn't that? I thought somebody had ditched their phone.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody have ditched their phone? Was it just for the day?
No, the phone is gone. But
what is right in front
we're
of you?
using it as a computer right now.
What's that thing right there?
I only use it as a computer and an electronic phone book.
Oh, I see it. A little
An electronic phone book.
minutia
So what's up
there.
with this E. coli? I just got eggs today.
Now it's salmonella. Just wash them. Boil those things.
Hey,
up.
Mark, you're going to be like Keith Richards. You can't be killed, dude.
No.
Well, of course, dude. But,
I mean, you've been shot and everything. You're still here, man.
Hey,
So, Guy, how your week?
You're going to smoke Keith Richards' asses.
Jack Cousteau, no.
My week was a very, very interesting week. Came out of the weekend.
Week?
Very weekly. But, we're getting closer to getting a second Caruccio, getting another Coche.
Yeah, what's going on with that? I thought you guys had it all handled.
This Saturday, we're going to probably go close the deal. And then we'll be able to, I don't know. I don't know.
I was saying, how come he's not over there at Mr. Pelon's place, man?
I know. At the SD
What's going on there?
I guess.
Apparently, you can't get him.
I don't have.
You're not going to take care of your friend.
I don't have a high enough.
You don't have the juice.
Oh no, I got that. But the quality of my vehicles, I guess, is not up to.
Yeah.
That is racist.
Yeah, it is.
That is racist on your part, man. That is very racist,
right
man.
there.
We don't want a shop where there's no Mexicans.
Yeah.
No, we don't want no.
This is Mexicans, not Mexicans.
Yeah,
So we
right.
don't go over there to see Pelon.
So they're going to Carlsbad.
We're going to Hohenheim.
Are we the only two guys that are not
That's all
being
right, his wife
racist
works
here?
there.
Me and Mark.
So
So
they're gonna.
we don't have any class, but
They're gonna go see the old
That's a
lady.
different thing.
We're going to see the,
She's gonna
we're
hook
gonna see
him
the
up.
boss of the Salas crew.
She's gonna hook him up with a car.
Boss Salas. She's
The
gonna
true
hook
CEO.
She actually, if you go in there and you see her, she'll give you a super deal.
us up. I'm looking forward.
She'll
to
take
it.
care of you.
I'm looking
But I'll
forward
tell you
to
what, if you say anything stupid, she will light you the fuck up.
it. But here's what I'm saying. I got a date with Rick's wife on Saturday.
Be careful what you ask for.
All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hope she's watching.
There you are.
She will light you up.
The fuck up.
Nice.
So
How about your week, Rick? What was going
Sharon.
down?
What was going down? Did you have any more Starbucks enthusiasts or
no, we
fucking...
already went over my week. We had the wedding, mom's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only thing that I noticed, and I put it online. I put that that sign when you're driving through town, and it says, "Drive like your kids live here."
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw
I posted on there. I said, what did I say? Watch your kids like you're the parent and stop letting them play in the streets. But I mean, that's the truth. Like you're saying, drive. Why? Why is your kid anywhere near the street in the first place? Why are they allowed to run from out of the house or out of the backyard and possibly get hit by a car? What kind of parenting are you doing that this can possibly happen? You know, part of the thing that I wanted to do with this ditch your phone thing, and it's for real. And there's a lot of people. I don't know if you saw the video of that guy with that rap that thinks the same way. And he has like, I don't know, 3 or 5 million viewers. And my thing is this. I want to go around with a camera and I want to show everybody doing the stupid shit that they do when they're on their phones. And I want to show how you put people's lives at risk, how your kids are not being watched at the park. Because I'm going to have the camera on and I'm going to walk within a foot or two of your child. And I'm going to show you how fast your kid could have got snatched up from you just being on the phone and not watching your kid.
Well, what if you're just masturbating while watching, you know, like the playoffs and stuff in rush hour traffic? That's okay though, right?
No, that is not okay.
That's not okay?
No, anything while you're driving and your phone.
I'm glad we had this talk before I did that.
So, but you know what I'm saying? You see all these people, because I take my kids to the park and all these people are on their phones. This should be like a cell phone free zone where you have to watch your kid. You're not allowed to be on
and definitely masturbating while the kids are playing is probably not a good thing there.
Where the Holy Roller's mind is in the toilet.
Where did he go?
Where did the Holy Roller go?
Yeah, we switched roles for a minute.
There's darkness.
I want to show all the people sitting at dinner, a couple sitting at dinner and they're each on their phones, you know, not even paying attention to each other, how we don't spend any time talking anymore.
Disattachment right
you know. So, and then why can't you pick up the phone and call somebody? You got to text somebody.
Yeah, right.
And then, you know what's funny is you'll call somebody and they'll text you back.
What?
Why couldn't you just pick up the phone? You know, it's like it's rude to pick up the phone now. It's rude to pay with cash. I mean, what are we? What?
Yeah, I'll give you the pay with cash thing that pisses me off
society?
Apparently, in parts of like Las Vegas or something, or Nevada, guys at a restaurant say you want to pay with cash, and they're charging him like 75 cents to pay with cash.
Right.
Because you're paying with cash.
It's just a joke.
Exactly. Are you kidding me?
Like I told you, that kid on the radio, I can't wait till the day where you can't use cash.
Well, you're an idiot.
Well, why? Why does that excite you? What kind of retard are you that you take enjoyment out of that? I don't understand it. No, I don't understand why this no cash thing is even like, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm getting old. You know, I get annoyed with driving now. Like, you know, I hate going out in public. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I'm at the courthouse yesterday and I'm pushing my dad in the wheelchair and I yell at the sheriff who's at the door. You know, like checking everybody when they come in.
Right.
Well, first of all, I come in and he says, "Can you take your belt off?" I said, "My belt never makes the thing go off. I've gone through a bunch of these things at the airport. My belt never makes it go off." He says, "Well, can you remove your belt?" I pulled it out so fast and so hard it almost slapped him in the face. The belt did, right?
Was it the belt or was it something else, Rick?
No, the belt was like because I was mad that I had to take it off.
Yeah.
You know, who are you protecting in that piece of shit? It's not even a courthouse. It's a city hall. Who are you protecting? The people not working? The government officials that we pay that don't work?
I don't do jack.
You know, so anyway.
Raise the debt.
So we're coming back out because they decided to go outside and have the ceremony. And not inside or whatever. Anyway. So I yell because they got those little, you know, those little belts they pull out of the whatever for the lines.
Oh, the little rat maze tape.
But they got it extra wide because they're checking the people that come in.
Okay.
Keeping, you know, not even thinking about the people that are trying to leave the place, right?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So I'm pushing a wheelchair and I'm yelling out. Everybody can hear me in the whole place. Sir, is that wide enough for the handicap? For the disabled? Is that the official width, you know, to fit through? Because we're having to like go one wheel over the top of that thing. For no reason other than this sheriff decides that he's going to make up his own rules and set up the room how he wants to set it up, right? So I'm like, can you please move? so that the disabled can get through. So we're not having to maybe injure the disabled.
Was it your dad?
Yeah, my dad. So I'm like, can you please? So he gets out of the way. And so while we're going through there, I'm yelling, is this the proper width for disabled? Is it up to code? You know, fucking idiot. So anyway, I've been coming like anytime I'm thinking anything now that bothers me or I think that is wrong, I just start yelling it out. I just start yelling it. Like I'm just a psycho old man that is so upset the way the world is going that I have to tell everybody that when they're wrong about something.
Yes.
And whether I'm right or wrong, I don't care. At that time, I feel like it's wrong. So I'm going to say whatever I want to say. You know, like the people that are parked in the handicap spots, you know, because I have a retarded child, so I get one of those handicap placards, right? So we go up there, and there's people that are parked in the handicap, you know, and they're not supposed to be when they're dropping the kids off at school. The school doesn't do anything about it because they're more worried about how I can't get my retarded kid out of bed and she's late every day, right? Because she throws a fit, and I'm lucky I even get her to school, right? So they send me all these letters about how I'm a terrible parent because she has 50 tardies, right? I'm like, I'm just happy she's going to school.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, man.
So I pull up, and
I know it's hard to
all
get
the teachers are standing there, but not one of them say anything to these people that park in the handicap spots with no placards. So this lady looks at me because I'm looking at her like, what are you doing? Am I okay? No, ma'am, you're not okay. Mm-hmm. Do you have a handicap placard? No, you don't. Then get the fuck out of the space. You're not okay. You're not. Move. If you don't have a placard, you're not okay. Why am I so agitated?
Bitch, get out the
Follow
way.
Follow the rules.
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
Follow the rules.
Bitch.
That's
get
all
out the way. Get
out the way, bitch. Get out
ludicrous.
the way.
Yeah, Luda.
If you see Rick on the highway, get the fuck out of his way. No. All right.
Or those people that put their hand out, like,
oh God,
they missed moving over merging. All right, listen.
I'm merging
because you're not good at planning ahead, and you wait till last minute everything in your life. Don't make my life your shortcomings in your life and planning your driving. You have to make a left and waiting till the last minute. Don't make it an inconvenience to me. And then all of a sudden I'm the dick because when you put your arm out and you're like, can I get over? And I look at you and politely say, fuck no.
Who's the dick?
Then you look at me like I'm the asshole, right? No. Why don't you plan your driving properly and move over a quarter of a mile earlier like you're supposed to do and stop making your problems my problems. I don't care about your life. I don't care what you're going through. I don't. You know, like, you know, don't you know the struggles of a poor Mexican or black man? Don't you understand? No, I don't. And I don't give a fuck about the plight of your fucking people. I don't care. I don't. I'm sorry that you've had such struggles in your life or your people have. I'm sorry. Maybe they should have made better decisions. I don't give a fuck. Don't make it my problem.
Out of love. He's so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. Rick's so out of love. How can he without you? I know it'd be too late to say that it was so wrong.
This is the cream of the crop. He rises to the top. Doesn't talk to a pig because a pig is a cow. Oh.
Damn.
Nice.
That was pretty
good. He turns
good.
into a Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
I'm the Terminator. I'll be back.
We're getting it from all angles today.
Hey, it seems like people are slowing down a little bit on the Trump hating or complaining.
Because we're so fucking punk. We're so tired of it. But you know what? Here's the thing.
You mean it backfired on everybody?
It's burnout. It's like a radio show.
Broken record.
The same fucking song over again, and you know what? Every time someone hears it, it's just like turn that shit off.
You know what? It goes hand in hand with it. It seems like is the gays and lesbians. And let me clear up. Let me clear up something.
The fuck?
I don't hate them as people,
but we get
but
it.
I don't agree with what they do.
Quit it, rah, with all of it.
But I don't hate them as people. They're human beings too. But here's my issue, man.
You're still a girl. You're still a man.
Just because things aren't going your way.
What just happened?
And just because you got your heart broken or whatever it is, these women are scorned. These guys have been rejected and treated bad. and so they end up going and switching teams and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is. But I've been saying for years and years now that the numbers are overwhelmingly increasing every day.
Yeah.
The number of homos, right? So, and I've been yelled at. I've been made fun of. I've been like called an asshole how many times because I've noticed and pointed this out.
No, not you.
So it was refreshing. It was refreshing to hear my wife say, there are a lot of lesbians now.
Yeah.
So finally somebody else noticed.
If my wife would just befriend one in the right, proper way.
Right.
At a strip club.
There was a time that
or something. Even though I am the holy roller, I'm still a man.
I'm still.
But do you? I mean, I don't know. It's like I was watching this one movie or show. This guy is his wife's getting plowed by this guy, and he's watching. That's a little rough.
But
I don't know if I could sit through that. Yeah,
isn't your lady going out with Guy?
That's
in a few days.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the fetish for some people.
You just don't want to. You don't want to.
But how would you
just want to hear about it?
How would you feel about your old lady and another chick getting it on while you're watching?
Is she smoking?
Sure. What if the guy's smoking?
No, I'm saying my lady. I've been trying to make that happen forever. She just don't go that way, man.
Right. Are you sure that's what you want? Are you sure that when that goes down, you can actually sit there and watch it?
You can call a long time.
And then what if she says, Jay? What if she says, Jay, we've had a great run? But that's for me.
I'll be like, just send me the photos from time to time, sweetheart. I go, I will find another.
Jay, listen to, this is recorded, so we're going to have this forever. But listen to Jay playing the...
Sweetheart, I love you.
He would be
this is entertainment for the show.
He would be so heartbroken, he wouldn't know what to do.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah. I don't know. That would be a trip, man. There's some people that could do it, So I don't know. It's tough.
Which song were we trying to bust into?
I know, right.
I'm ready. You left us hanging.
Here I go again.
No.
Here I go again on my own. I guess my wife, she found a brand new bone. And here I am, I'm stroking it alone.
If she has a bone, technically she's not a she.
Why? It worked with the.
She found a he that looks like a she.
Oh, we know. There's a lot of that. We were talking about that today, really, about was it a transgender that
trying to
was getting filmed by somebody or whatever. Yeah. Now the thing is, somebody posted a little meme. It shows Jack Nicholson from The Shining.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling a little feminine today. Can I use the women's restroom?
He's classic, dude.
The most smelliest
Jack Nicholson.
The most smelliest bathrooms in this world is a women's restroom.
You know who you remind me of? You remind me, your persona,
whose persona?
Rick, reminds me of Jack Nicholson's character in As Good as It Gets.
Oh, yeah?
Mr. Udall. Have you seen As Good as It Gets?
You know what? I have a hard time remembering the titles of the movies, but I know
he's the writer with Helen Hunt and he's very neurotic.
Yeah.
And he goes, the woman's trying to get him to walk his friend's dog, and he goes, where is it you learn to talk like this? Some me want to hump 'em bar, so crazy somewhere else. We're all stocked up here.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the greatest line that he ever said in that movie, where she goes, "Tell me, you're a writer. Tell me how you write women." And he looks at her and he goes, "I think of a man, and then I take away reason and accountability." Does that not describe women?
That's the way to go about it.
I don't know if I'm going to co-sign on that. I still
Your
want
wife's
to get laid
right
every once in a while.
She's right in the next room.
Reason and accountability. I like that.
Yeah, because women get away with everything.
Hey, we might have...
not women get away with everything.
We might actually have our interview coming.
Oh, interviews.
0653.
Zach, our first interview ever on the show.
Oh, is he coming?
Zach is on his way. way.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm gonna grab another beer. Keep the show rolling.
Yes, sir.
Grab another beer. Keep
And
the
if you
show
have a question for Pelon and Chubby, or you want to
text
get in, text us.
760
I got my phone. I got the phone.
565-3713.
The phone I dished. I got right in front of me.
565-3713.
That's right.
That's 565-3713.
Just for text purposes.
Or call
And
us,
if you did not get it,
760-jokes13. Everybody limbo.
Everybody in
We need
limbo.
some money so we can fix this shit right.
He wants Bluetooth and everything.
We're trying to get a little robot that brings us our beer.
Oh,
Because
hey, get one of those Hondas, man. They're fast and quick.
You know.
I'll tell you, man.
You know, like the little one on Jetsons, you know, that just kind of clean the house. But
Rosie?
We want Rosie to deliver us this beer.
Is it wrong that I find Rosie very attractive?
You know, she's got a big kadunk on
Yeah,
her.
she's got some booty. She got some robot booty there, man.
Like
She
little
puts a
ear
battery.
for ears. So yeah,
She was kind of cute, man.
Rosie was pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
This guy.
Right on. Rosie the robot.
Rosie the robot, man.
Baby.
She got a little junk in her trunk.
That's right.
See, I would go all bender on her ass though.
Yeah, right.
All bender, dude. All iron ass on that bitch. No.
Bang!
All bender.
Those things are messing around.
Hey.
He said he's going straight in it. He's going to bring the whole.
Yeah, but there's only like 2 in there, right? Like 1 or 2.
That's right.
I'm just here to tease Mark. Here's a whole 12er.
Hey, I got 2 words for you.
Nothing in there.
Fuck you. No.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
My heart
Bleeds for you.
Man.
Get over it.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Would you like
The
it?
truth is, I never left you.
So,
Here's a tampon for you. Quit bleeding.
our magic number is still 20 G's.
Huh?
And
So donate.
just so everybody knows, we did get our LLC.
805 is not free.
We do have the shares of the company that are available.
So if you want to buy in
5
shares,
5% of the company for 20 grand.
Jay will give you a hand job.
Whatever.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Whatever the company
You
does.
get a holy roller hand job.
Whatever the company does, you own.
a holy roller.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever
I
the
used to
whatever.
roll them doobies. I'm from Mendocino County, so
Hey, unless
Mendocino.
one of you 2 fucks wants to put in 20 grand, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
All right, so for 5% stake in the company, 20 G's, and it's in all the holdings that Salas Consulting does. It's not just the Pelon and Chubby show. It's all the 4 or 5 companies that are going to bloom from this. So 5%, you get the certificate. It's signed by an attorney, the seal, the corporate seal, the whole thing. 5%, 20 G's. So what we need 20 grand for is we got the camera picked out. It'll be like you're watching the evening news. That it'll be that good of quality, and then we're gonna have the soundboard and get this place all set up like a real studio. It looks like one. We just need the electronics now, and then we're getting the bus, the tour bus for the Pelon and Chubby show. That's gonna have the full wrap on it with all the different sponsors and all that stuff. So it's all happening. It will happen, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So just if your life has been a nice ride and you got a little coin set aside and you can spare it and you want to take a little ride with us and have a little fun, 20 G's is what it costs you, and I promise you will make some money.
More money.
I will put
living color there for you.
I will put the seal of blood on that you will make some money.
Sure.
So don't fret none. It might take 4 or 5 years, but you will get a healthy return on it. So we are ready. If you want, just message any of us, and you get some special privileges. Obviously, you get in on the ground floor. So it's gonna take off, people. I know it's. Hey, a lot of you people are like, it sounds good. It's something if you're interested in, or you're cool with it, and you're having fun. Yeah. No, I'm dead serious about this working. This will absolutely work. All these businesses are going to take off and they're going to perform. It is happening. I'm going to make sure of that. So we're going to have some fun along the way, because everything, that is good is fun. So we're happy to be here. This Pelon and Chubby Show, Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
I think we talked about what happened during the weeks. We'll dip into the current events, but we've kind of slacked a little. We slacked a little bit in the last couple weeks on the comedy preview, all the comedy shows coming into town. So I kind of want to just rifle through this thing and get it in before we get into too much deep talk.
Comedy preview.
But the comedy preview.
Brought to you in part by Pelon and Chubby.
For now, unless anybody wants to jump on that and have their name there. The comedy preview brought to you by your name. All right, so we got some pretty cool shows. Cool. And I don't know how it is that I always miss out on the great shows that come into town, but maybe I need to. If I would have been watching the radar last week, I could have got on this week. So pay attention, folks. You might not miss a good show like I did.
Don't want to miss a thing.
Then I'll take. Okay, so
want to miss a thing.
Up in Orange County, the Irvine Improv, 523. They're doing a couple of split weekend there, but 523 for one night only is Jimmy O Yang. 8 p.m. on Wednesday, $22. It's 18 and up. It wasn't long ago where you could see Jimmy O Yang slanging cars on Coast Highway in Oceanside. He was working at a car dealership. Yep. And then he started doing the open mics and moved his way up. And then he was in Patriot Day. And then he was
what propelled him to the next level.
He was the Asian dude that got carjacked with the two guys there. But he's getting roles. He was in Silicon Valley, the sitcom or whatever you want to call it. What do they call these things now? Series, whatever. Anyway, he was on that, and now he is on that the Asian comedy tour thing, and then he's got some other. What else?
Is that with Larry the Cable Guy and Jeff Foxworthy?
No, it's the yellow version of that.
The yellow version.
Oh, okay.
So he's doing big things, but he's at the Improv in Irvine on Wednesday. Then the 24th through the 27th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, 1 show on Sunday. Felipe Esparza, the winner of Last Comic Standing a couple seasons ago. He's there, $30 tickets, 18 and over. It's a pretty good show, man. Pretty good show. He is at the Improv in Irvine.
He owes me $15.
So he is there. Jimmy's going to do Thursday night. Felipe is doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice.
Moving down the 15 to Pachanga Comedy Club. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday night is a one night only. Apparently, it's a Latino comic. I think it might be in Spanish, Espanol. His name is Luis de Alba. May 24th, Thursday night, $24.95 is the ticket price.
Is he related to Jessica de Alba?
They are polar opposites.
Yes.
He's slightly plump and she's slightly delicious.
Nice.
But $24.95, 7:30 show, 21 and up. And then the rest of the weekend will be had by Friday and Saturday night. Darren Carter, the party starter. They call him the Rooster, born and raised with nothing but Latinos. The orange-haired funny man has made his way to the top. Been in movies like Be Cool with John Travolta, handing the keys to the Prius over to him. He has some movie plus he's done shows up in the Central Valley in Stockton and Tracy with yours truly. Yes. We had a little run there. It was a pretty good. He sold out. It's $18. No, when we were up there, he sold out.
Oh, okay.
But down here at Pachanga, he is 18 and up. No, I'm sorry, it's 21 and up. $18 are the ticket prices. So 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. And I think he's doing Sunday at 7:30, 1 show. Right. So that's that might be a must see over there. But I'm just giving you a little. All right. So there's a Roger Kabir, I believe is his name, and he is going to be doing Robin Williams material, and it's a tribute to the late great Robin Williams at the Comedy Palace. Cool. The 24th through the 27th, $25, 18 and up, and he will be with Mark Price from I don't know if you remember Family Ties.
Family Ties.
Yeah.
Skippy, right?
Skippy, yeah.
Skippy.
Yeah.
Skippy, do you remember when you were 9 years old and you got your head stuck in the banister? Who got you out? My mom. And you remember when you were 11 years old and you got your head stuck in the banister? Who was it that got you out? My mom. And you remember last week when you got your head stuck in the banister? Who got you out? My mom. I love that bit.
Nice.
That was a bit.
So, decent show. $25 might be worth seeing. So here's the one I'm disappointed that I didn't do the comedy preview for last week, so I'd be ready for this week. Dana Carvey, Saturday Night Live alum, is at the American Comedy Club, downtown San Diego.
We're not worthy.
And
We're
guess
not
what?
worthy.
Every show completely sold out. Not a chance to go see it. But maybe you can buy some scalp tickets. But that is a awesome show in a very, very intimate venue to see the great Dana Carvey. And I am just upset that I missed that one. My fault. All right, so then moving over to the Madhouse Comedy Club. Chris Cope.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
$10 to $15 on the 23rd. The 24th is Jim Taylor. And instead of continuing this great little run that they were having through the whole
They
weekend,
messed it up.
yeah, they slid
Sideways.
back to their old getting work for free. All right, so moving over to the La Jolla Comedy Store,
What's hot?
we have Ben Galib,
Spell it.
Gileib. Galib?
I'll go with that.
Galib?
Use it in a sentence.
And Rick Glassman.
I cannot believe
And
his
there's
name is
another
Ben
guy-
Galipa.
On Friday, one guy. Anyway, I watched a clip of him. The guy's pretty funny. I
Yeah.
guess he's like Israeli or Palestinian, one of the two.
Okay.
But he's very.
He's not quite
whitewashed.
sure which one.
I don't know.
You don't know which side he's
I
on,
don't know.
man.
There's a hack. I can't tell the difference between one hack and the other hack.
Wow.
So, but he's very whiteified, so it's not really noticeable. It's not. It's not annoying. Let's put it like that. It's not annoying. You know how you're listening to one of these guys and you feel like you're eating curry while you're listening.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But you know what? Curry's not the big thing.
It is for me. It tastes like sand. To me, when I eat curry, it tastes like sand.
Now you're dangerously getting to racist territory there, man.
Oh, you think? You know, every time I eat at an Indian restaurant, I think the little dude's following me after I leave because I can smell the shit. Like coming out of my pores.
Oh my god!
Like I'm walking down the street and it's coming out of my pores, and I think, I'm like, why is this guy following me? Where does service end on this whole joint?
Yeah.
Wow. Where does he end and where do I begin? Still fresh, deep inside.
So is that racist enough? I got deeper than that.
Deeper,
got
deeper. Where'd you get that creep?
Anyway, that's the comedy preview for the
And
week.
do we have a pick?
Well, of course,
Where is the pick?
The pick would have been Dana
Dana
Carvey
Carvey.
at the American
But it's
Comedy
sold
Club.
out, so you
But it's
can't get
completely
there.
sold out, so we're not going to do that one. So let's go with. We're going to go with Darren Carter at the Pachanga Casino Resort. I think for $18, that's a bargain.
Yeah, man.
For a very good show. Plus,
Darren
afterwards, you can gamble a little bit. Then you can head up to the club upstairs.
And do a little
Eagles
dance.
Nest, get a little dance.
Make a little love.
That's what I'm talking about.
And get down tonight.
Get down tonight. Get
Do a little
freaky
dance.
with a freak.
Make a little love. Get down tonight.
Do a pachanga style.
Get down tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a comedy preview review. Thanks for joining us for that. That was a blast.
That was great.
So now let's get into a little current events there. Anybody got anything? Hot topics. Something that's going on in the world where you're like, huh? What in the world is going on?
Jay, something on the beat.
Well, I'm thinking they've got. First, I do want to touch on something, but I'm watching myself.
We know what you want to touch on.
Delay, man, with my
You
move.
were-
Man, I have got some moves. People don't know this about me, but for a while there, I was on the Thunder Down Under. I was dancing for the Thunder Down Under for a while.
He's got
I
moves
do.
like Jagger.
That's right.
If I could sing, I would have jumped in.
Got the moves like Jagger.
Yeah.
You don't really know that one, but I did dance for the Thunder Down Under for a while there for a piece. I was actually the 27th alternate backup. That means the 27 guys went down.
I mean, if the plane
and then
crashed,
all the bad guys, the plane crashed, then they would bring me up.
and there wasn't any other dancers
there was
within
no one else around.
50 square miles that they could fly in.
Then they pick me, But it was good enough for Mrs. Feverman. But anyways, I got Mrs. Feverman to watch one of my favorite old shows, NYPD Blue.
Nice.
Which is a classic, great, I think, in my opinion, the best drama series that was ever out there.
You mean before CSI flooded it so much that
CSI. Come on.
you're like, I will never watch another cop movie in my life.
But it's great that we have something else that we can share now.
It's almost like all these
bodily
movies.
fluids, we've got something else
Right.
now.
You see all those movies that are about Al-Qaeda in the Middle East? All these spin-off series and movies. It's like, holy shit, how many times can you cover the same topic?
Exactly. And then I guess, leading into that, talking about the drama, it looks like with Korea, the talks, they were on again, then they're off again. And now Kim Jong-il's saying, I'm not sure I like it because you guys are testing your stuff with South Korea and stuff. Well, that's because we're making sure your butt can't do any nuclear crap on us because you're a crazy son of a bitch, man.
Just because you said you're getting rid of everything.
Yeah.
We're not turn around and pull this shit again.
quite believing it, Kim. Okay?
Woman.
And what kind of father names you Kim? Curry's on fire, by the way. He's lights out right now. That's like that's 4 threes in a row for the guy.
It's like you say, somebody says, well, I'm not going to, we're just going to be friends tonight. I'm not going to try anything. Then why are you saying it?
No, that's when you go with Wedding Crashers when he's like, oh, we're going to play a little game of just the tip.
Right.
Just the tip. Just the tip to see how it feels.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like
every guy here growing up has played just the tip.
If you feel it necessary to preempt a statement by saying something like, put it out there that this is not going to happen, and then you talk about it. It's kind of like it's like if you feel it necessary to say it, that means you're probably going to do it. It's like him saying, I'm going to get rid of all the shit, right? All the nukes, all that stuff. If you say you're going to get rid of it,
come on now,
then, odds are you're just full of shit.
Odds are that he's going to be.
In the house, Zach Morris, not from the TV show, but from around the way. He was our original.
This isn't the guy from Saved by the Bell?
Not from Saved by the Bell, people. Okay. No, he's the much cooler. He's the much cooler version. He is the original.
I want to meet Screech.
Yes,
we have Screech right here.
Ever to appear on the Pelon and Chubby show?
Dusty Diamond is an ass.
Yeah, he is. He calls himself a comic.
He's
the only funny thing about him is he's funny looking. Yeah. That's about it. He is a terrible comedian. I don't know if you ever had the
disillusion?
No, the
dishonorable
misfortune of watching him.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
And if you're watching or you happen to know him,
tell him we said it.
We said that.
Fuck off. Oh.
Thank you, Mark. Absolutely. In the news.
In the news.
From the lovely island of Kilauea, Hawaii, Fisher number 20 continues to flow lava.
And you dumb motherfuckers still want to be there. Get your dumbasses off that motherfucking island.
I pulled a card, 9 of Winter, Strength of the Power of the Sea
Hey, keep that
Lion.
away from me. Is that one of those terrans?
This is an actual animal registry.
That's satanic, dude. What are you doing?
He just pulled the satanic card.
I'm going to read the card for you. It's called a sea lion. Your worries and fears aren't
Get
real.
that witchcraft out of here.
Yeah, witchcraft. What is this? Just bust out the Ouija board.
Oh, yeah. Let's just tell the people of Hawaii that that's not a volcano.
That's not a volcano.
You dumb motherfucker.
JC is stronger than that witchcraft, okay,
Well,
buddy?
why is it that every person that's interviewed on TV looks like some fucking hippie, some hippie white person that's like, fuck,
What do you call me?
The volcanoes are not one Hawaiian. I don't see one Hawaiian
Oh, I mean,
well, they got smart and they got out of there. And the tourists are still there going,
no, they don't live there. They've been living there forever.
There's a volcano in Hawaii?
But it's all these, you know who I'm talking about?
I just thought that was a giant mountain.
The hippies that moved there a long time ago to be in touch with the world. And, well, guess what? You're touching something now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Everybody's like, well, don't you feel bad for talking shit about them? Or, you know, like when it first started? Not at all. I don't.
God's way of cleaning up the mess.
Yeah, I'm sorry your paradise is being disrupted, but it's
you
a
built
volcano.
your paradise on a volcano, so
Hello.
Making it home.
Hello.
ditto.
Como que donde mis zapatos en la escuela?
You can't build your house out of clay and suspect it not fall apart when it rains.
I don't know which song you're trying to segue
Even Mark the blind guy even
Which song are you trying
finds
to
it to be a little
segue to God Mary?
humorous.
I don't know.
Wow.
They pay paradise.
Hey, can somebody-
to put up a parking lot.
Hey.
Paradise and put up a parking lot.
Can somebody loosen his hammock a little bit? That voice got a little high.
I'm trying. Well, I don't know. I don't want to do.
He's got that Bee Gees on it.
Was that supposed to be a falsetto?
Well, she goes, actually, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise to put up a parking lot. And then she does that laugh at the end. Like she's Elmo or something.
Yes.
That's a good tune, man.
It's a great song.
That's the only good song by
So
Johnny
Paradise is
Mitchell.
paving itself is basically the house.
It is. Exactly. They are paving.
Hey, so I don't know if Steve's still tuning in. Steve Sirianni, but he's doing the Comedy Express is back on the road.
Yay!
Yeah, good job, Steve. You know, I hope it works. The venue that he's doing, from what I hear, is great food and stuff. Sea and Fire, whatever there, by off of Palomar Airport Road and
Carlsbad.
Paseo del Norte.
Yeah.
Or by the outlets.
Yes.
It's that sea across from the car wash, next to the Subway there and 7-Eleven. Anyway, there's been like 25 restaurants. Actually, what I think is happening is it's been the same owner, but he's renamed it and reopened it like 20 times because every restaurant has failed that's been in there. But it's the same owner. If you had 20 restaurants and it's failed every time, and you're the same owner,
It might be you. It may be you.
You tried 20 different names and it still failed miserably.
Or you can get a clue. Just
Location.
No, the location's cool. It's just a matter of, it's a Power Ranger or some
It's not
sort.
a Power Ranger. It's
Or
a
what
power
is that?
Cow.
That's a cow?
That's a cow.
Is he a moo?
It's a move.
He's a moo.
So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, you look good. It looks like Halloween.
We got the Power Ranger.
June's in the house making his weekly appearance, apparently. He's got his segment. It's about 30 seconds long. What he does is he comes in and wants to say hi, but, okay, don't hit the cord. Watch out. There he is. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, June's on his way out in a minute, folks. He just come to say hi to everybody.
I've heard of
There you
5
go.
minutes of fame, but 4 seconds is
30 seconds.
30 seconds is just looking hot.
That's it. So, but anyway, the food I hear is decent over there. Steve's a great guy. He's put together a decent show. He has Patrick DeGear going to be there.
All right.
Headlining. So that's a decent little show.
Is this Serrani?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Also known as Steve Sirianni. Yeah. He's going to be there on, I believe it's, I don't know.
When is that?
Shit. Let me see. It is. When is it, Steve? Chime in. Don't move it, Bob. All right, just kind of be part of, be a light fixture. No, no, because you're gonna knock it over. Right there. You're fine, Pop. All right, Mom. It's probably enough right there. I want the computer get knocked over.
Okay, how you doing, dude?
I can't see it. I can't see it.
You don't need to see it. They can see you.
I can see myself.
Hey, is there a song that you want to sing, Pop?
Yeah.
What song?
Nothing.
No, just sing it right there. They can see you. Oh, boy. All right, that's it. Mom, He's knocking stuff over now. Come on. You can wait. As soon as we're done, you can come down. Hey, when we're done, you can come down. When you turn the air on,
me. Oh,
it is starting to get a little warm, huh?
it's that light. You turn that light on and it heat it up.
Nope.
You can feel the heat
All
of
right.
that light from here.
So this is our nightly intermission, folks. Go, sister. You can come down a little while.
It's
We're
like
almost done.
fishing a chihuahua behind the couch.
Oh yeah, I'd love to be at the Inland Tavern right now.
I have a quick question for Zach, though.
Yeah.
Shut that door.
Pull up the chair,
Did I
Zach.
see you on Hair with the Age of Aquarius? Were you singing that? Age of the 40-year-old virgin? Wasn't that you? You don't think so? You ever see the 40-year-old virgin at the end where they do the whole dance?
Go underneath. Go underneath. No, don't touch.
That
Don't
was
touch.
a good
No.
number, man.
Don't
You
touch.
sure you weren't in that? That was cool, man.
Go underneath.
'Cause I used to have hair like that. I had hair way down here.
Mommy
man.
have phone. Mommy have phone. Mommy have phone.
That's a good jam. Age of Aquarius. How's that one go? Something like that? Go on, guy.
The age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, the Aquarius. Yes.
Hey, pull up that chair.
All right, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, bring it to the microphone.
Jump
Getting
on
up
in,
close and personal with our first
Yeah, let's see. We get
in studio.
You get a little air?
Huh?
You want a little air?
No, we're okay.
You don't think you need it? You're not hot? It's fine. It's noisy.
She was sitting right in front of that scorching light. It's going to be hot over there. I can
So
feel
what's
the
up,
heat.
Zach? Zach's made his
We have an appearance.
He's making his appearance the first time. He was the first guest we have
What you been up?
ever on the show. This was a little while ago. There he goes.
There we go. That's fine.
And he can slide next to you a little bit. Out of the way.
There you go.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
So he's been MIA for a while. He got an old lady, girlfriend. He's been MIA.
Oh, we got booed up.
Lost in love.
Zach got booed up.
Lost in love.
Forgot about his friends. Fucking booked on everybody.
Fell out of touch. And I'm back on my feet. Eager to be what you wanted. And I'm lost in love. That's enough.
So what's up, Zach? What you been up to, man? What have you been doing? Just chilling.
Just hanging out.
I was seeing the light.
You still got my wetsuit?
Hanging around.
Yeah, somewhere.
You can
Out at
fit,
your house?
you can fit in this guy's wetsuit?
Yeah, fuck, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Must be a one
Coming
of those
from the blind guy.
fit all. No. One size fits all. Hey, yo. Oh.
The blind guy that I just had Chinese food with.
You know what? These guys need their own show.
Who's that?
Oh my God, Zach and Mark.
They got the hair,
Mark.
man.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Mark, why don't you
My hair's better.
interview Zach?
What's up?
Let's do
I'll interview
this
Zach.
is one of your first interviews ever. Mark the blind guy.
How long have you been growing your hair? First,
Yeah, we're gonna sit back and watch.
Probably about 4 or 5 years,
all right, you got me beat about
but
2, maybe
I cut
1 year.
it a little bit. So
Why would you do that, man? It was getting too long. You had to cut it.
You got to cut it.
Like I told that chick with the skirt that was too long, she had to cut it. Oh, you know, just certain things in life.
Remember interviewing.
So anyway, yeah, what you been up to, man? What are you
just
doing these
hanging
days?
out, trying to run away from this girl, but she keeps finding me everywhere.
I have that too, man.
She's got your cell phone on lock, dude. She can just tap on her phone. Find my friend. Down your ass, like no. Well, that's good, man. So you got those little love hearts, you know. You just.
Is that a question?
Was that a question?
That was like question.
Just a hanging.
No, I think that's a little too pushing it. It's not that serious.
Oh, okay.
He's just having a fun, making a little loving.
Get down.
Is that what it was? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying to get in there.
Get in there.
So what?
Question answer.
Well, no, I mean,
That's
that's
You just threw this interview in my lap all of a sudden. I didn't even write
you just got to
notes.
think off the cuff, like
Braille.
like
Off the cuff.
yeah, off the
I'm
cuff.
drinking out of a bottle.
Oh shit! What happened? We gotta.
So does your lady like your hair, man?
The lights just went out. We don't need it though.
Yeah, she does.
What color is your hair?
Chicks who like hair, like the long hair, they really like it. You know, the ones who like now.
What would you do if you seen a long hair ponytail guy walking down the side of the street?
They like it a lot. Like try to braid it. You ever try to braid your hair?
No, not really. She tries to comb it, but you know.
Well, me and Zach are two of a kind because not a lot of guys with long hair. You know what I'm saying? We got to have those long-haired guys out there.
Don't say no to the fish fry. I know. I used to have hair down to here. I've opened up for Twisted Sister.
What happened?
And steering all those guys a few years back.
You used to do 5-finger death punch? Anyway.
Yeah, they spilled beer all over my dressing room, and I was like, dude, what the? That's when I was drinking. I don't drink anymore, but yeah. Put the beer bomb on stage and everything. But I had hair, and a woman would, at the time, would try to put a fish braid. A fish braid looks terrible, especially on a guy. So don't do that. But the other ones is okay. That's just my advice. That's cool, man. You got long hair, you're still doing it. Mark, he's got long hair because he can't afford a haircut. But
hey,
that's bullshit.
June 14th is the date of.
Is it
the Express?
Is that the one he was doing? Right, it's for Steve's show. Right.
He's got Donna Main, Benji Garcia, and Alan Henderson.
Not bad.
Yeah, Alan. Yeah, Alan's cool, man.
And Benji Garcia.
Donna's very nice.
Benji needs to come up to North County. He's not watching, but he'll definitely hear this. He needs to get that comedy league going up again. I will help him promote some shows and do some comedy league stuff.
We should. I gotta fire that up again. No?
Why? Why? That's not our existence. That's not who we are.
Yeah.
We're bigger than that.
Yeah.
We're bigger than that.
All right, so we need who does
Facebook
flyers and posters and all that graphic art?
Hey, Jorge the Jew, if you are out there.
That Dana Tunes, whatever. You know, I try contacting. He doesn't want to work.
All right, well, I'm gonna talk to my buddy Brian.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give Brian
because we have our first show.
But he's more what he is his specialty is he's an awesome professional cartoonist.
Oh, that's fine.
Who can draw anything on the spot. He takes us right
so
here.
Have him.
He draws all.
Have him draw a flyer.
He says, I'll draw anything.
Draw a flyer.
He goes, I'll draw anybody.
Draw a fly.
I'll draw you.
Can he draw a flyer?
Right there, yes, he can do.
All right.
You guys,
so this is what we need.
It's the real deal.
We need a flyer for June 27th. It's a Wednesday night at Wildwood, right here in Vista.
Text me the info.
Yeah,
if you're allowed
we got
to do
our
that
first show.
for yourself.
Our first show, I can email it to you. Our first show is Wednesday the 27th at Wildwood.
Okay. And
I haven't booked the headliner yet, but it'll probably be somebody from LA. And
is this June?
The 27th.
June the 27th.
Okay.
It'll always be the last Wednesday of the month.
Cool.
And for you people that don't know where Wildwood is, remember La Paloma on the corner of Civic Center and East Vista Way? It is no longer La Paloma. It is Wildwood. It's got a cool little room in the back with the stage, lights, decent little sound system and everything. It's
cool.
It'll actually be a really nice show. Bar, full menu, the whole thing.
That's awesome.
And we will be there the last Wednesday.
Wings are to die for.
Yeah, we will be there the last Wednesday of every month.
Yeah.
So
Pelon and Chubby.
it is the Pelon and Chubby comedy tour. That's one of the stops. We got that, and then we got up north sometime. We don't know when. Nobody seems to wants to give me a date, but whatever.
That's cool.
We'll make it work somewhere.
That's right.
But one at a time, we'll get it going. I kind of want to get the bus going before we get that, but we'll see what's up.
We can do that.
But
you don't want to take an Uber?
The last Wednesday, I want that rap bus going all over, man.
Crazy.
That'll be cool.
Double decker.
I was looking at those trolley buses.
Oh,
Those are pretty cool too.
wow.
That'd be pretty awesome.
What do you think of trolley?
Guarantee once in the show.
Not sure what that is.
You know the bus that looks like a trolley, but it's really just a bus. Just looks like a trolley.
The red ones?
Sure.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
the
know.
red ones,
Yeah,
sure.
like the red ones. Yeah.
Sure. Yellow ones, green ones,
You're looking at the fire truck style.
whatever your color of
Although if
choice.
we get one of those Kenny Roger RV type of
So,
buses, though,
when you're not-
yes.
When you're not getting stalked by your lady, what else are you doing, Zach?
I'm going to school.
Yeah. Right on.
Studying mechanical engineering.
Okay. Well, that's good. Smart guy. My brother, he's...
Your education?
He's still working on his English over there, Mark.
That's education. Hey, I graduated.
There's, I would show you Mark, but it's fucking pointless.
Show me. Let me see.
All right,
Show it.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
my buddy, fellow comic named Rick Polito up in Sacramento. He's been a comic in this game for 30 years, actually. He painted Sam Kinison, who is my all-time favorite comic.
Sam was awesome.
And I am buying this photo, and it's going to go right there on that white door,
All the white dog.
right here in the
That
studio.
my door?
And it is, I don't know, it's an acrylic. I don't know much about painting.
Yeah.
On a stretched canvas.
Uh-huh.
It's an original by a comic, of a comic. That's why I like
That's
it.
a great painting.
And,
that is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks cool.
That's freaking awesome.
And he's giving me a super smoking deal on it, $350. And it'll be here in the studio.
That's awesome, man.
Sam Kinison.
Kinnison was one of a kind, man.
Yeah.
Freaking great.
Here's one. Here's another one the same guy did. He's a comic up there. Kenny Rogers.
Is it Kenny Rogers?
Kenny Rogers.
was it really?
Yeah, I didn't catch Kenny.
That's in his. That's in his later years.
Kenny P. Rogers. Hey, I gotta say this.
It looks more like, what's the, Grizzly Adams, man.
That was like
But the
Elvis
Sam
in his
Kinison one.
Elvis in his later years.
Sam Kinnison's
You can't forget about old Willie Nelson.
Anyway.
We'll be in this.
What? How much time we got in?
About that much time.
Hour and 40.
Mail, motherfucker.
That's what I figured. So I think we pretty much covered everything. Zach's back in town. The axis of the world is almost back to normal. Trump is not such a big deal anymore.
Trump is a big deal.
Fuck that bitch.
He will be.
Ignore the problem and maybe it'll go away. Ignore the problem and maybe it'll go
And
away. Yeah.
the kids are ready to come down.
It's all
I
about
want to watch
ratings.
this last 5 minutes. It looks like a 1-point game. The Warriors. So let's
Mark, are you waiting on that?
sign this off.
I hate trying to edit that out. So we're due our sign
I
out.
love
Yeah, so here's
I love making
here
it work
goes
hard.
to another episode. I think it's number 38.
I'm gonna make her say peace out.
38. Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Check out the podcast on iTunes.
Facebook cut out at 90 minutes.
Podbean's our favorite.
Love you, Poppy.
Check them all out.
Everyone checked out.
Yeah.
Everybody
no,
check
the thing
out
turned
on
off.
Facebook.
Anyway, it's until next Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. As always, we are the Pelon and Chubby Show. See ya.
Happy Memorial Weekend. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Can I do this?